friends, it's Allison. Welcome back to AJ's Inspired Life. Welcome if you're new. We're going to go ahead and flip through my July journal for 2024. This is a journal that I made out of a paper bag. It is a shape that I do not normally do, and I am so in love with it. If you want to see this journal being made and the steps to it, then it's down in my playlist below of making a journal. It's not like a tutorial. It was just, us hanging out doing it. So let's go ahead and flip through it. This, let me see if I have, it's longer than I normally do. So basically I normally do what would normally kind of be this maybe 6x9 this way. And I decided to go ahead and do the longer version, and it's way, way outside of my comfort, and I absolutely love it. So let's go ahead and open it up. I just want to see if I can get you. That's a little bit better. We'll see. We'll leave it right there. Okay. All right. So if you're new here, again, welcome. If not, welcome back. I participated in kind of two different things for my July journal. The first thing I did was follow the prompts for Junk Journal July. Now that's a whole thing put on by Meg Journals, and I did not make, I'm making a little list over here. I did not make a separate journal for it. I simply tried to incorporate the prompts into my daily pages, and I normally print it out or whatever. Oh, I might have even missed one. I don't know if I did this one. I didn't even print it out. I wrote them on this card. I was going to print out the pretty thing that she puts out. And this is what we have. So this is what we have. That's fine. The second thing that I am doing personally is challenging myself every month with an item of the month that I choose randomly. And the item that I chose for July was stickers. So I tried to include a sticker on every day. So if you guys want to play along, I would love for you to join in on my item of the month challenge. It's just a way for me to use my stash or my supplies and try to think a little bit differently, because sometimes I get in a rut about like how I do my pages. And so it's been something I've really enjoyed, kind of reaching for different things or thinking about things differently. So, all right. So just title page, item of the month is stickers. Here we go. Okay. The 1st of July was a Monday. So the actual, let's see. Okay. Yeah. So Junk Journal July's prompt was spark. And again, this is what I'm saying. I just printed out a quote that has spark in it. So that's enough for me to count it as doing it. Okay. I just put, hello, July. We're halfway through the year already. My son came home super late. Eric, my husband, picked him up at the airport. It's just a long day traveling from the East Coast here and anything, but just so exciting. I returned some stuff on Amazon, ran some errands, that sort of thing, regular day. Now, this entire journal is made out of junk. Okay, that's the other thing I do for Junk Journal July, and I really love it. And I'm just looking at this. This is high school homework from my son, actually. This was a piece of like homework that I have in a pile of papers. And yeah, so this was, I love seeing like his writing and stuff in here. So, all right. Okay, so the second I can tell you, I was at work. I worked this day. Oh, see, I didn't finish the journaling. This may be something we find. I actually didn't go through this journal to prep it, to flip it today. So that may be something I don't quite know where I want to put this. I guess I'll just put it up here. I can tell you I went to work this day because I made this with the kids at work. So this is a piece of art. I was teaching them how to, teach, and I can tell you, just because I remember we went out for sushi this night and then we got dessert afterwards and we wanted ice cream. So we walked to the ice cream store, but on the way to the ice cream store, there's a donut store, and my husband actually stopped and got a donut, and then the rest of us got ice cream. So I'll make a note here. I obviously had string cheese with my lunch. The prompt for day 2 is postcard. And I had this postcard in Happy Mail that I have had forever, from Jeannie Berry. And I am so excited to finally use it that, yeah, that's the whole That's the whole point of Happy Meal, right? That's the whole point of all of our supplies. And I have to, want to, am trying to remind myself of that. It was made to be used and find the perfect space in here. So I'm very excited to include it on this page. Here is a sticker for the day. There's also some stickers right here, but that's my little sticker. It reminds me of the kids that, I was working with this day. All right. Day 3, the prompt for, excuse me, you guys, I'm yawning. The prompt for July is fold. So I included like this little portfolio thing that I made, and it actually has another pocket right here, but it's made out of one sheet of paper and it's folded to give quite a few pockets and stuff. I didn't utilize it at all towards its capability, but I included that for my folded piece. And I just wrote, my family went out on the lake today, and I stayed home and filmed and hit the gym. Oh yeah, for CrossFit Total. That was fun. Oh, 3 PRs on my lifts today. Yeah, so my kids were just gonna go. They were like packing. I was helping them go and like all this kind of stuff. And my husband came home from work early, and he was like, "I want to go," and they were like, "Okay." And so he like hit the road with them. So I wasn't planning on going anyway, and it gave me kind of a day to, do what I wanted to do. And I did already have plans to go to the gym. I know it sounds really weird, but yeah, that's what it is. Here's another little card made from work. Yep, worked all day. Not great, so I'm glad it's not my regular job, and then I rested a bit and I hit the gym for a heavy duty lift day. Yep, love it, love it, love it. All right. Day 4 is July 4th here in America. We celebrate our Independence Day, and so we went to my husband's cousins and hung out there and barbecued and whatnot. We ate and we played like a game that lasted forever out on the lawn. It was like fun, but I felt like it was taking a long time. And then they all were like, "This is the longest this game's ever gone." And I was like, "I just don't believe you." But I was like, I'm ready to go home. And we actually ended up driving home like at 9 o'clock and sitting out on our deck as we normally do and watching the fireworks from home. I do not like to, excuse me, you guys, be out too late on that day specifically, or like on holidays with people driving. And I just don't think it's super safe. And if we can view amazing fireworks from our deck at home, then I normally choose to do that. So, yeah, so my husband worked on the yard and cooked up some good meat to take to the barbecue. My daughter went to the beach for a bit. I laid out on the deck for a bit, and the sun was hot today. And then excited to have plans. And so we took some pictures. You can't see this. He had like up on his balcony, he had like 7 bubble machines, and they were just blowing. It was like a curtain of bubbles. It was really fun. The picture did not turn out, obviously, but yeah, it was just fun. So good time with family and met some fun friends, right? So, and then, my daughter, when we actually got home in time for her to still go join her friends at the beach. But it's like right here. And so they went and had s'mores. I misspoke. She didn't even go to the beach. She went to her friend's house and made s'mores. But again, it's like right here and it's close and there's no major street. I feel better with that. So, all right, the next day is the 5th, and the prompt is lettering. Let me go back very quickly. Here is a sticker. Here is a sticker on this day. And there, oh, no, that's magazine. Okay. Oh, I think I put more stickers on these are stickers here. So, yep, just trying to include, again, thinking about things differently, consciously reaching for stickers every day. So, all right, the next day is the 5th, and the prompt for Junk Journal July is lettering. So, I found like this word, and I found this piece of paper. It was a full piece. I cut it. You guys, I'm so sorry. It's late for me. And so again, that counts for me, like to address the prompt. I also cut out these letters out of like plastic bag, honestly. And so I think that's a type of lettering. Yeah, I don't know. Sticker, 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 sticker. So enjoying that. So hot today. They always say this. They say the summer does not start here in Washington until July 5th, and it's so true. We had a mellow day at home. I journaled. My husband golfed, and then went to the gym. I went to the gym at 5:30. We went out for tacos after with the crew, and poor whiskey dog is sick today, and we're keeping an eye on him. We are not sure what. He had a couple treats at the barbecue, but I feel like he almost got into something. Like they just had a huge loose yard, like that went out to the beach, and like I feel like he just kind of got into something honestly under their house or something. He was not feeling well. And so we were a little worried. All right. The Saturday was the 6th. The prompt for Junk Journal July is wildlife. And so I chose this butterfly that I've had for a while. I really liked it. There was multiple things I could have done. I had lots of different pictures of wildlife, but I really liked this one. I like that it has different animals in it and shows like wildlife. I just thought it was stunning, and I had to cut this part off, and it obviously had something on it or so. I don't even know. It's been cut off for a long time, but I just really love it. So let's see. I went to my post box today, went to the gym, got to journal today, and watched a horrible movie, which I went to write and totally forgot. So there's the line where I'm supposed to write in the movie that I watched. It was so bad that I can't even remember the name of it. But then I watched the Scientology documentary, which is fascinating because I love my Tom. And so, yeah, it's fascinating. And I've watched a bunch of other shows on it as well, like of people that have left and all that. But anyway, watched that while I was journaling. Relaxing day. I woke up last 8:15. Daughter and son watched TV. I headed to the gym. Fun Saturday wad. NASCAR was on their street race today. I think that's super cool. I really enjoy that one. I think it's neat. And then my husband helped the neighbor clean up, and I went to like get licensing and registration and stuff on one of the cars, like that sort of errands in town, and had to mail my boys papers. Yeah, my daughter went with a friend and then worked on Rush videos and resume for Rush. It's a lot, you guys. All right, let's see really quickly. I used a sticker. Oh, right here is a sticker. This is actually a sticker. Yep. These are stickers. And see, that's a great example. Like I wouldn't ever say like, oh, I need blue dots on this page. But because I was looking through my stickers and I was like, oh, I like those. Let's pull them, right? So I'm loving the challenge so far. All right, the next day is the 7th. The prompt for Junk Journal July is window. I simply used a window from obviously magazine, really, Allison? Envelope. And put a card in here, which I did not even journal on. This right here is a cutout of a window also. And then over here, I just wrote busy day, all the things that need to get done before we leave, paid bills, did work things, and packed and cleaned the fridge, got food for my son's girlfriend who was going to be staying at the house and watching the dog, and made a little checklist of what I packed. We only travel with a carry-on, so yeah, I just wrote kind of what I wrote. I wrote 3 gym outfits, 2 swimsuits, 4 shorts, 4 shirts, 3 pants, 3 shirts, 4 shoes, and my journal supplies and a sweatshirt. All right. The next day, we flew to California to be with my family, and we had to go to Cane's Chicken. This was my daughter's one request. She loves Cane's Chicken, and I'd never been. We obviously got Pringles at the airport. So we went to Cane's. I wasn't actually thoroughly impressed with it, honestly, but it's fine. We picked it up. We went to my mom's house. Yeah, we left early in the morning. Plenty of time. We had to leave the car, like all the long-term stuff, right? Took chicken to my mom. And then after that, the kids were staying. My husband and I were staying at my mom's house, and the children were staying at Gigi's house, who is my husband's aunt. And so we we took them over for dinner, and she made them a favorite family tradition. And then my husband and I hit a street taco stand, and that was so good. And that is just such the difference in atmosphere of Southern California and up here in the Pacific Northwest. It was really, really good Mexican food just on a corner cart, like literally. I mean, just delicious. So here is a sticker. It says Long Beach, California, which is where we're from and where we were. Oh, see, this is the crazy part. See, I didn't even remember. When we arrived at my mom's house, the bridge to their house, which is the only bridge to where she lives, was completely shut down, like construction work. And they were like, yeah, it's going to be closed all week. And I was like, this is insane. Like, my mom's elderly and doesn't get along well. Like, how are we getting her off the island? So they basically were closing down the street every day until like 2 or 3. And then people could, move their car and come and go. So he's like, we sent notification to everybody. And I was like, my mom has not told us anything. And of course, my mom like threw out the thing, and she's like, well, I didn't know. And anyway, so it's kind of a deal. Like, you need to move your car before 8 when they start working. And then it's a walk to get to your car, right? If you're going to get to the other side of the bridge. It was kind of a deal. So anyway, that was a little bit of a headache to work around, but I'm actually really glad we were there that week to help her with that and to, help facilitate and get her around. So, all right, this is Tuesday the 9th. This is the day that the family met to take my dad on his last sail in the ocean over to Catalina. So I just made a little card here. We had taken some of his ashes the previous month up here in the Pacific Northwest to the islands where he loves. But then this was where we grew up over at Catalina. And anyway, so I made a little card here. I just put so many mixed emotions. Grief is so hard. And he was my anchor. He was my person, and did a little note there. So that's for my daddy. And this was a sticky note from Kat. And I just really loved what it said. Like, I guess I could have cut it down and just used that part of it. I didn't want to write anything on it. It just says we're all just doing our best. And I think that is just so important to remember, like every day, but also like through grief, through any big thing, right? We're all processing grief differently. We're all handling it differently. Different things trigger us. And so just showing up with grace and calmness, like through that, and knowing not everybody's kind of in the same mode. I don't know. I think it's just a gentle reminder that I like to remind people about all the time, but it particularly just rang true for me during this trip. So that's why that's there. There's a little pocket here with some things in it, and I'm looking, here's a sticker. I'm looking for my stickers, and here's a sticker down here. And the prompt for the day was scrape. So this piece of paper right here, the brown, we scraped white acrylic paint on. So that's where the Junk Journal July prompt is. This was like a little artist calendar. So I cut out something from Catalina, and then I love that it just said, take time to reflect. Excuse me. It wrote on the back, I just said I feel closer to him at the ocean than I do anywhere else. There's nowhere else. And so we went for a swim. When we got over there, I swam ashore, spent some time. Like, I feel that's where my fondest memories of him are. That's where I was raised, on a boat sailing with him. There's nowhere that represents him more to me than the ocean. And so it was a beautiful day. I didn't post the video. We had multiple dolphins escort us at different times, and we've always just said that that's kind of good luck, and they were helping us with his ride, his last trip over. So I do have this quote that says, "Let the sea set you free," and I know it's kind of like a good feeling motto, but I just think it has a little deeper implications, with this. And then I just put, "This is our family," and then took a picture outside the yacht club there when we were about to board, and like who was there. And so it was nice. Almost everybody could make it. And there was just a funny story about the pizza, and so I put that in there. We did end up getting pizza. It was not from this place, but it was really great. It all worked out just better than we could have even hoped for. So, and then there's a quote here. It says, "The cure for anything is salt water, sweat, tears, or the sea." And I put, "These things remind me of you." So that was a beautiful day. We did well as a family. It was really good. Everybody was in a good place. So, all right, Wednesday the 10th, the prompt for Junk Journal July is thread. Now this one, I was like, when I packed my stuff, I was like, oh, this is the easiest one. There's thread everywhere, even on a sweatshirt, or my mom has a sewing room. Like, I'll pull some thread. I came home, I had not pulled this prompt. So anyway, but this is what I had wanted to do. And I see people do it on whatever here or Instagram, and it looks so cute, and just kind of bunch up thread and put it on there. But I'm not too sure mine looks that cute, but it's okay. There's that prompt. Here is a sticker. Here's a sticker. This is just a collage, masterboard thing, junk I made. Use it as a card. We're going through my dad's closets. We're going through all of his stuff. There were lots of tears. There was lots of laughter. I was really glad the kids were there and able to help, but also like go through their own process with it, help my mom with some stuff. So anyway, we took some funny pictures of like his different hats, and it was just fun. So it was multiple days of it. But anyway, this day my family actually went over to Gigi's house, played games, going through, I stayed and helped go through stuff with my mom. We got a lot done. It's very slow going. So, but all in all, it's a good process. And then that night, we went to Wet Wednesdays, which is a race every Wednesday at the yacht club. And in my dad's things, we had found drink tickets for the yacht club that you have to buy them at the bar, and then you go get your drink and whatever. But they were very old. They don't use these tickets anymore. And so anyway, we took them, and my mom's like, "They're not going to take it." And I was like, "They're going to take them." And sure enough, the head guy there, I mean, he's known my parents for probably 30 years. And he says, "Of course, we'll take his tickets." And so it's very sweet. So I took a picture of my son and my mom holding up the drink tickets, and then holding up the drink, and then, just kind of saying that the last drink was on Dad. So this is an old thing from a Hallmark bag. My dad was very good about writing cards and notes, and he had probably 20 cards in his closet, in his little chest of drawers thing, in little Hallmark bags, and like some were birthday and some were, Mother's Day and some were anniversary, and it was just very sweet. So, but this bag has to be from like 1980. So it was very nice. All right, the 11th, the prompt is stamps. So I did not, I did stamp all my numbers, so that's a rubber stamp, but I cut out these pictures of stamps to kind of take care of that prompt. And then my sticker, here's a sticker, and let's see. Oh, this was a fun day. Oh, see, I'm missing a pic. I don't know why. That seems weird. I have the picture. Like, I know I have it on my phone. So I took a huge haul to 3 different thrift stores. There's different things that go to different thrift stores. And so did that. My sister came down to the Bay House. We swam across the bay to the beach, and my husband worked on stuff. My son had the opportunity to go train for sailing tonight with someone and a crew. And so we were very excited that he got that opportunity. And then afterwards, the man came to our house. He's a family friend, if you will. He came to the house, and they talked for hours. And it was like, I mean, I mean, it's just fascinating to watch them. And they were talking about all the logistics of sailing with these little boats. And it was just fascinating to see my son talk with this really, really advanced sailor and really be genuinely interested in learning it. And it was just great. It was just great. So my husband stayed with him and went out on the boat and got pictures and kind of was there for that whole process. I went with my friend and Gigi and Rue, and we went to the Queen Mary for the night, and which is a cruise ship that is permanently anchored in Long Beach. And yeah, and we have a group picture of that as well. So we had a great night. They had a night market there. They had like vendors and food trucks and whatever, and then you could go on board the Queen Mary as well. And I haven't been on board the ship, gosh, I don't even remember when, years and years. And so it was fun. It was beautiful to go on board, and I'm not too sure Rue's ever been on board. So the next day is, I'm going to say packaging. Am I right? Am I right? Yes. I used an envelope. I know it might be cheating. Technically, this is a paper bag, which is technically packaging. So I used it there too. I just, yeah, I really loved this envelope. I thought it was really fun. I haven't seen one like that. And I grabbed it, I think, out of my mom's mail, quite frankly, and just made a journaling card. Yeah, so I moved the cars. Oh, I put 8:30 on here, so it must have closed at 9. Then we went over to, this is Friday. Okay, yeah, so we actually went over to Gigi's with Eric's family this day. And so spent time over there. I left midday to drive back over to my mom's house, park, walk to her house, walk her out, and drive her to her eye appointment because she's not strong enough to walk that whole way. And so anyway, I did that. I took her to her eye appointment, and then I got her home, and then I went back. And the family was playing cornhole, and they love playing games. That's something their family always does. I love that. I put this little guy here because it reminds me of that. And I had put this journaling sheet here about gratitude, and it says, today I'm grateful for, and I put family, availability to be present, and traditions. And then favorite memory, and I put, I love family game traditions. And notes from today, and I said, I'm frustrated with mom's hardship with physical movement, and I'm worried, and I want her to go to physical therapy. Yeah, because it's hard to have her not, be able to kind of do things by herself, and it worries me. So, oh my gosh, yeah, Rue had to watch initiation videos for transferring to college. And yeah, played games. Oh, and then we had this pizza that Gigi wanted us to try. She ordered it from a shop that she really likes. And the pizza she ordered for my husband and her to split is a pastrami pizza. And we had it before, but he had not. And it is so good. All right, the next day is the 13th, and the prompt is light. So I obviously chose like sunlight. Here's a picture of the canal down in Naples where we were. And we had a great night. We went to JoJo's, which is a famous deli bar in Long Beach. I don't know what to, I don't know. So we went and we had, beer and sandwiches and talked about Dad, right? It was just, it's kind of a rite of passage, if you will. Anyway, and then we went down on 2nd Street. We went to a Turkish ice cream, which was not my favorite. And it's very distinct, but the texture was just not what I normally think of. It was very good. They also had baklava, which was delicious. It was just all super, super sweet. So it was very good. I did get to go down. We were out on the water today. That's right. We swam across the bay and sat out on the bay with my friend, and I got a little burnt. I got a little sunburnt right there. It says that. But I Love the sun. I love the sun. And yes, I know, wear sunscreen, all the things. And my dermatologist does not like me being out in the sun. And yes, I've had all the stuff. Anyway, it was really fun. We went paddleboarding and we had a glorious day. This is where we went paddleboarding around the canals. When we got back to the house to go out to dinner, Mom had the news on, and the craziness about the shooting of Trump and all of that was all over the news. And so we spent some time watching, all this stuff. And then we decided we're not going to sit home and watch news on this. We're going to go out to dinner and do what we had planned anyway. And so it was nice to kind of go on with normal life. Anyway, it was a lot. And so I have some journaling here about that. Here's my sticker for the day. Here's a sticker here also. All right, the next day is the 14th, and the prompt is weather. And I did not really document weather except for sunshine, which I think is weather. And I love it, and I love it so much. So let's see. Oh my gosh. Okay, so we hung out at the bay again. We went out and just for a little bit. And then my son, this is Sunday. Let me start over. We went to church. We went to church in the morning. My husband stayed home and worked on the house for my mom. He's working on like fixing the doors and doing the things, all the things that needed help. And after church, my son and I helped my mom. She was hosting a party this evening that had been an auction item at the church. And so she was hosting like 14 people. And the caterer was coming like at 3, but we had to help get the house ready and like whatever. So we did all that. And then we visited for a little bit at the party and then we left. We went over to the bay. And this is a picture of my 2 and my friends 2, who are basically my godkids. One of them's officially my godkid, but they're my godkids. And so that was when they were, 5 and 3. And they're the exact same age, the first 2 and the second 2. And so this is today. And so it's on the same little chair and they barely fit. And then we walked across from the bay to the ocean where they have the actual lifeguard houses, and then took pictures of them on the lifeguard house. Like kind of that they've graduated, they're big enough now to go to the actual beach. And anyway, it was just kind of fun. I love the updated pictures. We've done a few of those. On here, we went to Tommy's for dinner, which is a tradition. And yeah, I wrote on here, and I know I've talked about it as well. There were multiple times in this trip where I just kind of had to take a moment and know and speak like I don't know the next time this will happen. And I'm very conscious of that this summer. This is probably maybe the last summer my kids will come home to live here. Maybe the last summer Rue comes home to Washington. Like, I don't know. And certainly to be home in California. My godson's moving to Paris. Her other son is going to school in Mississippi. So anyway, so it was really cool. I was like, we need a picture. So we grabbed that picture. And then in here, I just wrote, about the church message today and what we thought about it and whatnot. So that was pretty fun. Little mental health matters sticker here. I put that there in kind of regards to like the shooting the day before. Here's a little puffy sticker. Do you guys remember these? Did you have these? If you're old enough, if you're old like me and old enough, we used to collect these like in elementary school. I love them. Okay. The 15th, let's see where we're at. We're at 34. I'm going to talk a little bit faster because I'd like to do this in one fell swoop. Homemade. I know this prompt because I chose this tag. I chose this tag that Deidre made me 2020, I think. I have 2020. I chose that for my homemade item. And so I really love it and I'm really excited to finally use it. So did that. I put busy day. I had, we had breakfast bagels with Gigi and we visited for a while and we returned to my mom's house. We packed. My husband worked on more projects around the house. He was trying to get so much done, in his few days there. My daughter worked forever on her video that she had to submit for Rush. It's a 1 minute video, a 1 minute video. But you had to address so many things, and you have to look, like she wanted it to be perfect. There cannot be any edits. Anyway, my sister came down. We swam across the bay, visited for a while on the beach, and then got my family packed up, and I took them to the airport. We were way early, but I just didn't know with Southern California traffic. And so on the way home, I picked up desserts. I picked up some dinner and desserts for my mom's luncheon tomorrow. Oh, here's a picture. My mom, we found these glasses. They're sailor glasses. It has a quote on it. I can't remember what it says. Anyway, there was two of them. And so she shared a glass of wine with my son and gave him one, and passed it down from my dad. So, yeah, very sweet. And, my son had chosen a lot of my dad's jackets, and he had very nice suits, very, very nice suits. And so we took them into the tailor to see if we could get them altered. But his tailor, I mean, he said it's just not worth it. It would be at least $300 each. And no, we can't buy a suit or a jacket for $300 like those jackets. But he just said it would just be so much work. So my son was a little disappointed in that, and my mom was a little disappointed in that, and she's going to take it to another tailor that she knows. So I had even said, like, even if we just kept one of the jackets, like, which one would my son want? So we might just keep one. So I put a little dog sticker here because my family flew home today, and you guys, excuse the yawns. I'm so sorry. My son's girlfriend has a little Frenchie dog, and so she has been watching Whiskey all week. And she actually ended up taking him to her house because it was so hot in our house and we don't have air. And so it's just two little dogs, but it reminded me of Whiskey and her little dog. All right. The 16th, the prompt is pedal. You're going to have to look a little hard to find the pedal on this page. It is like right here. It is the only pedal on this page, I think. So we obviously went to Disneyland this day. I haven't been to Disneyland in many, many, many years. It was super fun. And I got to see my godson work. Super fun day. We spent a lot of time walking, and we rode a few rides, but I got to see him work, and we had a great dinner. I forgot the name of the restaurant. I probably should have. I took a picture, I thought. Anyway, I took some pictures, and there's my favorite, and there's me and Iron Man. And, here's the coaster from the Star Wars bar, the Galactic bar or whatever. And then here, I didn't even write. There's a little sticker. I was going to write more, but I just don't think I need to. I don't know. And then here's the actual map. I'm kind of bummed at the front, but whatever. It is what it is. It's a piece of history, right? But it's important because the park changes. And this map doesn't look the same as it did 2 years ago. And it's not going to look the same a year from now. They're building a whole nother land. So I thought, I'm not going to cut it up. I'm going to leave it intact in here. All right. So yeah, the pedal is the prompt. And then I have lots of stickers on here. I used lots of stickers. All right. The next day is the 17th. The prompt is aged. And so not too sure if I did that or not. I took this really old picture out of an old National Geographic, which I just love. This just reminds me of Southern California and my parents growing up, like down there. It's just, it could be one of their family pictures, quite frankly. I mean, it's just so perfect. I found this aged tag in my Happy Mail, and so I put this in there, and this is where I did my journaling. Wednesday, I worked with Mom and packed up, oh my gosh, all of her vases. She had cupboards of vases and simply doesn't need them. And so we got them all out. I arranged them all by size. We kept the crystal and the fancy, I'm talking about like glass vases, but yeah, it took a long time. And then I put them in different boxes to go to different thrift stores or donate to different people or return to different, anyway, we got through as much as we could. I visited with my godparents and the Republican convention was on, and so we ended up turning that on and see. This is Tuesday, Wednesday. It doesn't matter. The VP candidate was announced, I guess. Oh, the VP candidate was announced, and then we watched his movie that night, which I thought was actually interesting and honestly like blown away at Meryl Streep in that movie. Like, I don't know if she won something for that or not, but it was amazing. All right, I put this doily in here, which I had punched out for my month when we did punches, but it's about traveling, and I put a travel sticker on here because my son, I need to write. This is, okay. Yep, that's why it's still in here. Got it, got it, got it. Okay, Allison, good job. He left today to go backpacking in Canada with his friend. And so I will write those notes here. I reminded myself there. And then for the prompt age, this is off one of the cards that I found in my dad's closet. He also not only kept cards to give, he kept cards we had given him. And so I did what I'd done with some of my other cards, and I think I've shown you. I took it apart. I took the front off, kept the writing part. And so I made this little tag just in kind of dedication to my dad. And then he had stickers in his little bags also from Stanford, which is, where he went to school. He was a huge alumni donor and very active with them. And yeah, I put, this says I ordered something today, and I put it's Prime Day. I ordered at 11 p.m. My mom and I were laughing. We're like, it's Prime Day. It was the second Prime Day. I was like, did you order? She's like, no. I was like, I haven't ordered either. And so I went and I ordered like, I don't know, 6 things out of my basket. Okay. The 18th. Oh, this is funny. We were just talking about this in a video chat the other day. The prompt is free. And I had made some comment. I don't know. Like, is anything really free? It got me into a deep thinking very, very quickly. But I put this receipt on there as my free thing. It could also be this envelope, which came like as the outside of a billing. I don't know, but is it really free? I don't know. So anyway, that's my item for Junk Journal July. And then I put some stickers here and here. There's a beautiful quote. It just says, "Stop and smell the salty air." It is something that can immediately ground me. It's just something I associate with peace and calmness and safety and home. And there is nothing like being on the ocean for me. And so being home and at my parents' house on the water is wonderful. So I put the boys having a wonderful time camping in Canada, and then I took all the vases back to the flower shop. I had a good visit. These are the things I miss about living here. So the flower store is a local little store, and like they did our wedding, and and she was asking about family, and just, I mean, it's just so nice to have those generations. Oh, I also put this piece of material on here for free because when I bought my son's swim trunks, this was attached to the tag as a sample of other patterns that you could get it in. I feel like it was free, but again, I paid for the shorts, so I don't really know. I worked with Mom on Dad's office. It was very slow going, but we made some progress, and then we picked up food. I picked up food for Mom and I at El Pollo Loco. I got like a big meal, if you will, and so she'd have enough, like, because I'm leaving the next day. And then I packed my bags for a very early departure. And then I was just kind of sad because I was leaving. And then this is just a reminder of kind of like one thing at a time. It was just like very slow going. It was very like literally like each book, kind of looking at it. And sometimes there was a story attached to it, and sometimes not the story in the book, but you know what I'm saying. So just reminding myself to stay grounded and through that process. All right, the 19th, the prompt is tag. So I put this little tiny tag on here, and then over here I have a bunch of tags. So here's a tag, and here's another tag. So this is actually the page right here, this plastic pocket, and this. I did go ahead and tip this in. I flew home this morning. I left my mom's house at like 4:45 to go to the airport, return my rental car, all the things. I think my flight left at 7, I don't know. And so Rue picked me up and we ran errands and went to Chick-fil-A on the way home. We haven't had it in a very long time, so we stopped and were able to visit and kind of catch up. Um, yeah, good talk tonight. I got my mom to go into the doctor regarding her hand. She wasn't supposed to go in again for like another 2 weeks. And I said, no, you need to call him and let him know you're not healing well. You need to go in. So good talk that night about that. Here's some stickers. Sticker. On the way home, we went to Goodwill. That's right. Oh my gosh. See, this is it. This is why we journal. And this is what I said when I made the page, I think. We went to Goodwill. Oh yeah, so see, look at my flight was fine. There was nothing weird at all. I got home and that's actually when my mom had called me earlier because she was like, "Did you make it? Oh my gosh, are you okay? Do I have to come get you?" Like, and I was like, "What are you talking about?" She's like, "The airports are shut down." I'm like, "What?" And I don't think the airports were shut down, but there was major flight shutdowns because of like an internet like breach or something. I don't know. The world crazy stuff. So I was like, no, I'm totally home fine and everything. So we stopped by Goodwill on the way home because Rue was going to I don't even know what, monster truck show that night? Truck rally, I don't even know. Don't know. But I was like, we should go to Goodwill and get you a shirt. There's got to be a shirt there for you to wear. We actually didn't find anything, but she found a crock pot. And you guys, it's the coolest crock pot I've ever seen. It's a very, very nice crock pot. And we looked it up on Amazon. It's $170. I'm like, yes, we're buying that for $20. Like, that's insane. And so she came home and made her first crock pot chicken all by herself. It was really quite funny, actually. But my son is still camping, but when he came home, he brought me this ticket, and it's from this day. And so I popped it in here, but it's from the gondola. And over here, I wrote on this tag, and I put some little packaging from my markers and things here because I did the review of the markers. I unpacked and I filmed my journaling supplies and my pens that I hauled from Five Below. I wish we had a Five Below here, and then I said, no, I'm glad we don't, because I could buy some things in there. But I was a little bit of a pressure buy because I knew we don't have one here, and I had never seen it before, so I had to go in, but I found some cool pens and about 5 sets, I think. But so that was fun. So tags and stickers taken care of. Check. All right, the next day, this is the same pocket, obviously, and the tags are on one side, and then on this side, on that same journaling card, I just put a little picture. There's some private journaling here about like kind of a hard topic there. And then on this side, I just, what's the prompt? Where are we at? Oh, picture. Yeah. So, that's why I didn't cross it off. I think I made this page with you guys. I don't know what a picture is. Like, does it have to be an actual photographic picture? I don't think so. Like, this is an art picture. So I'm counting it. I don't know. So anyway, there's a picture there. And then I just kind of made like a little journaling thing about my son. I'm just so excited for him and proud of him. And like, he just left with his buddy. They didn't know where they were going. They packed their gear, and they had the best time. And they were where they were supposed to be. They caught a cool concert at the top of the mountain. They met some cool people. It was just really cool. They had great stories about hiking and tenting, and just, it was great. So here's a little, journaling thing. I didn't really document anything. I mean, just a little bit, but all right. The next day is the 21st. It is a Sunday. I actually went for a walk this day, not with my gym crew, but with an old coworker, a previous coworker, not an old you know what I'm saying. And then I put some notes in here. So I did do some work today, and it all involved the computer. So prepped for work today, not fun, but On this day, President Biden announced that he's dropping out of the presidential race and Kamala Harris will be the Democratic nominee. I think that actually officially happened like the next day, but he like stated his support for her this day. So I documented that because this is like history. Honestly, this is history happening. So went for a good walk this morning. Yeah. Today I took my son's girlfriend to dinner to celebrate her graduation so late and talk about the big move coming up. She wanted to go to pizza. It was supposed to be this brunch. It was supposed to be this thing that I was going to do for her. And the brunch thing just never worked out. So I was like, can I just take you to dinner? Because the summer is essentially over. And then on my way home, I got a yogurt. What's this place called? Menchie's. I don't know if you have that because I'm starting 75 hard the next day. Sticker. That might be my only... sticker. This flag right here is a sticker. All right. I need to print up. So I was going to say, she brought us back fresh crab that they brought back from their beach house, like a bag of it. It was unbelievable. So this day I went to work. I was working this whole week, went to the gym. I PR'd my squat. My son came home this day, and this is the beer label off of one of his beers that he brought. So I put that on this like vellum envelope. I just tucked this in. This is the actual page here, and I tucked this envelope in. And then the prompt for today is something like a quote or something. What is it? The 22nd. Oh, timeless. So I found this quote: "The timeless in you is aware of life's timelessness and knows that yesterday is but a memory and tomorrow is today's dream." Deep. Okay. So my friend and I started 75 hard today. I've done it before. I've never made it to 75 days. Spoiler alert, didn't make it this time either. Feeling good about it. I went for a 5 a.m. walk. My husband walked with me. It was a great start to the day. And then I wrote about my son being home. The boy came home. It was fun to hear about his trip. I'm so proud of him. And taking the summer to travel. And then I just put a mental health sticker here because, that's what I do. So I need to add in the crab dinner. We have great pictures of the crab dinner. It was absolutely amazing. And it was just so nice to have the family sit down at the table and have a good dinner. It was, all together. So it was very nice. All right. The next day is the 23rd. And the prompt is a tip in. So I just tipped in this photo of a quote. And it just says one day at a time. And I used it in reference to 75 hard. I said the structured days are much easier for me than fluid days. And I know exactly what I'm eating. I know exactly where I'm going. I know my schedule. And it's just easy. There's no decisions that have to be made, right? When there's decisions, then we sometimes waver. I went to the Goodwill on the way home. I'm still looking for some pieces for an outfit I need in September. And so, like, if I have a chance to go to a thrift store, I'm trying to go because I need some very specific things. And obviously, so anyway, my son cleaned the car, vacuumed, did all the stuff. He cleaned, packed everything today because his time at home is over, and packed up all of his stuff because he was leaving. He filled out his ballot tonight, and it was interesting having talks with him about that, right? And the different issues. And it's our local ballot, obviously. And so sometimes, well, some would say that's a more important ballot, maybe. Like it might have a greater impact on you, if you will. I don't know. Because it's local. And so like who you're voting for in your county, or the teachers, or just like all that, superintendent, all that kind of stuff. So, yeah. And then I put a couple notes about work, put a little brain there with its, cranks working. The next day, my son and his girlfriend left again. They got in the car, they headed to Tennessee. Her family was going to Tennessee for a family vacation and invited him. So he drove with her, and then from there went down to school in South Carolina. This was a very long day at work. So I put kind of like a mental health picture there. I do enjoy the unit I'm working on, but it's a long day. And yeah, so that's Mount Rushmore behind them. pretty cool. Sticker. And hit the gym tonight and went out for tacos with the coach, and then Rue joined us afterwards. And I have a tag in here. Oh, we got cushions. We got our new cushions for the kitchen. Well, I got the second set because I ordered two on Amazon Prime Day. So we had to wait for both of them to come, obviously, to compare them, right? So we liked the second set a lot, so we're going to keep those. So yeah, we got the second order of them and really liked them. Oh my God. I would say this is why we journal, but I agree, this is why we journal, but it's so gross. So just close your ears if you don't want to listen. I don't know what's happening in our downstairs bathroom, but we had a fly infestation. And when I say a fly infestation, I'm not joking. They're like that big. The biggest flies I think I've ever seen. Maybe I've seen bigger ones like around a horse, but like they're big. And I don't know where they're coming from. Like, and they're only in the bathroom, and there's not a smell. Like sometimes if an animal's died like under the house or in the like there was nothing. I cannot figure it out. But Rue and I spent like an hour in there killing flies, cleaning the bathroom top to bottom. It was so disgusting. I can't even, like, it's embarrassing to talk about, but I don't know what to be embarrassed about, but like gross. And thank goodness they're not in anywhere else in the house, but I don't understand where they're coming from. And so I turned on the vent. We closed up all the drains, like put covers over the drains and in the sinks and stuff, because I don't even know where it's coming from. So it was so gross. So that's how Rue and I spent like an hour of our day that day that I'll never get back in my life. All right. The next day is ephemera. So yes, I think I have it. I don't know. Here's a sticker. My son got named for All Academic Sailor. Huge, huge honor. He was one of four named, and he was the only boy. Very proud of him. Yeah, and he's super excited. He got eligibility for another year of sailing. We have gone back and forth on this, and it was a huge deal because of his freshman year being 2020 and all the craziness we dealt with that year with that stupid thing. And yeah, so he got eligibility for one more year. It was a very cool thing. I got some pizza at lunch, not healthy, but that's okay. And I ordered Texas Roadhouse for my daughter. She wanted the bread so badly and begged me. I didn't even know we had one. I've never, whatever. So she asked me to go. I went. I picked it up on my way home and brought it home for her. Yeah, good day at work. My daughter baked cookies for Whiskey because he's coming up on his 1 year gotcha day. And my husband played golf today. He did well. Yeah. And you can't see it, but I laughed when he sent me this picture, the sign right there. His company is one of the corporate sponsors. And so it says, thank you to our 2023 corporate sponsors. And they crossed off the 3 and put a 4. Like, I guess they didn't have the sign reprinted or so. I don't even know, but it was just funny. We were just all laughing about it, but he had a great day. I'm glad he gets to do things like that. And then this was actually on the pizza box, and I thought it was very, very interesting and like cool that they print what they believe on their pizza box. It's their company. So, this is my, work picture. I was obviously at work again today. I hit the gym tonight, which I put is so needed after days like today. I did go to the welcome event on base today, and that was fun. I'd never been to that, so that was fun. And then my son and girlfriend sent this picture, so they're making their way. That was a fun one. And oh, I watched a new YouTuber today. I really enjoyed it, and so I put this for Creative Soul. Like, I enjoyed seeing that. And then today is Friday, and it was the opening ceremonies of the Olympics, and I was like a little bummed at it, to be honest. I was very bummed at it, to be honest. Yeah, I was really disappointed in the opening ceremonies, but for many reasons, but there's all sorts of stuff, but super stoked to watch the athletes, super stoked. All the athletes from all the countries. I think it's an absolute amazing thing, and I'm a big fan of the Olympics. So, all right, the next day is the 27th, and the prompt is poetic. And so, what did I do? I wrote a haiku. It's Whiskey's Gotcha Day. So my daughter posted this thing with all these pictures from his year. Oh my gosh. Is he the stinking cutest dog? Okay. So I wrote a haiku and it says, "Today is your day. We celebrate your whole year, Whiskey Doodle Dog." Yep. There is my poetic haiku. Yeah. So I wrote, Gotcha Day. We went to a birthday party for her old coach. I didn't go to the special gym workout today. I did go for 2 walks. I got my 2 workouts in. Got journaling done today while watching, The Beekeeper. That was a good movie. And then we went to the dog park, the whole my husband and Rue and I and the dog, and we took the cookies and we handed them out to other dogs as well that we met there. And this is the day I got the amazing, amazing Happy Mail from Sweet Franny. And I'm not too sure that's posted yet when you see this, but if not, know that it's coming. Incredibly sweet and so thoughtful, and a bunch of stuff like to take to work. But this paper was in there and it's absolutely stunning. So thank you again, Franny. Love it. Yes. So bringing it to work and sharing some in Happy Mail. So I put a little stamp there for Happy Mail. So that was the 27th. There's a little sticker there. There's a little sticker there. The 28th is buttons. I use these paper buttons that we had made a while ago. Spoiler alert, here is another fly sticker, and it says, "Oh my God, so gross, we still have some flies in the bathroom." Not as many, but disgusting. And I don't understand. And then my husband put up a fly trap. And so I think now like the situation's over, but it's frustrating when I just don't know what the problem is. So anyway, my son and girlfriend, they made it to Tennessee and then they drove, I forgot where, I have to write it down, to watch their friend play baseball. I've told you this before. He got drafted, Bowling Green, Kentucky. Thank you. And so he plays there now, and it's just so cool that they get to see him pitch and play. It's just awesome. We walked with our gym crew this morning, and I had a phone call today, got coffee. Here's some pictures from their trip. Here's that plastic sleeve again. I just slipped in like a piece of paper, scrapbook paper on the inside here. And I put a sticker on the outside. That little heart is a sticker. That's a sticker. All right. Okay. The next day is the 29th, and the prompt is contrast. I think I did this page with you. I just use contrasting colors like orange and blue. I don't know. Super simple again is the issue or the point. Went to the gym, PR'd my squat again. I didn't write which squat, front, back, doesn't matter. I went to MD appointment. I did put the sticker over the card here, so if we want to see it. But following up on some referrals, I went to Ross and the thrift store again. I went to McDonald's and got Rue. We ate lunch, and then we watched Cobra Kai. We finished the latest season. I'm a fan, not going to lie. Yeah. And then here's poor Whiskey Doodle Dog, and his paw is so sore. So what I didn't write is after the dog park on this day, we tried to cut his nails like the vet cuts his nails, and it worked really well for 2. And then his front paw is really, really bothered. And the vet was saying like, he thinks they were too long, and he thinks like he's running so much in the dog park and then stopping and running and just like whatever, that like it was really, really hurting him. And so this is the sad doodle dog, and he's so sad. Like he just, those pouty eyes, those sad pouty eyes, he's just miserable. And he was kind of like limping on it. It was breaking my heart. But yeah, I mean, we had to wait to get him in to get it clipped because he certainly wasn't letting us near it. So I bought something at the thrift store. What did I buy? I think a little container. Can't remember. It did rain a little bit this day. I'm here for it. I'm not going to lie. I mailed my son's ballot this day. The next day is the 30th. Rue and I went shopping. We're looking for some very specific clothes for her for Rush. And the prompt is shine. And so I chose, again, kind of this quote card from an old calendar, "Let the sun shine in." And so I have a little pocket here. We went to the pharmacy, picked up my new meds. Oh, got home and was up late booking all the travel plans to see the kids. My husband also booked his trip. And I did not go to the gym, and I did not do my second workout for the 75 hard. So I made it 8 days. I could have done a second workout. Like when I got home, I could have just rode the bike, done a workout for 45 minutes. Like you have to do 2 workouts a day. There's 5 things you have to do every day. One of them is 2 workouts. I didn't do the second workout. And I just consciously told myself, I'm like, I'm over it. And I just didn't do it. And so, yeah, frustrated, but it's okay. We did go to the mall. I bought some lipstick this day, and I specifically bought it for this package. I'm not gonna lie. And then we had to get her ears kind of re-pierced. They didn't actually have to use the gun to re-pierce them. These girls were like really amazing, honestly, and like did it with this little sharp thing and used their existing hole. So we ended up buying 2 kind of nice pairs of earrings at Claire's, like the hypoallergenic real whatever gym. I don't even know because of anyway. So now she has her second holes back. And then I had a poppy. I don't know where we got it. We must have got it anyway. Oh, I bought a case of them. They were on sale. And I'm sad because it was all the hype. It's all the hype, and I had to have them, and they were all over TikTok, and I want to make the drinks, and blah, 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 blah. And now it's apparently not what it says it is, and they're being sued, and all the stuff. And I was like, oh, this sucks. But I wanted it, and we bought it anyway. So the 31st is the last day of the month. I did morning journaling and filming before my day out with Rue. And I went to the 7 a.m. gym class. And this one I think I made with you guys. Headed out about noon. We hit the big Goodwill, no good luck. We found a cute pair of shoes and a steamer, I think at Marshall's, somewhere else, I don't know. Went to the market to get food for a concert in the park. And then that night we went to a concert in the park, which was fun. What is the prompt? What is the 31st? Oh, celebrate. Yeah, so I don't know what we're celebrating. I found a celebrate sticker and I put these little flags up here, and then I put hooray. I did it as I PR'd my snatch. So that was the celebration. This was the little ice cream booth that was at the park. It's our local ice cream store, but her little friend was working it. It was very fun. And we had a great night at concert in the park. It was really fun. And it was great. It was a perfect summer night out at the local little park. So here's the calendar counting like the days. And so I just put 75 hard, 9 days. Both of us lasted 9 days, but feeling good. I will just try and stay on the plan, and you can't count the days anymore. You got to start over. But yeah, still kind of abiding by it. But I'm just, yeah, it's okay. I jumped on it because she said she was going to do it, and I was like, oh, I'll do it with you. And I honestly didn't do the mental preparation, obviously, to do it because I didn't make it. So yeah, notes there. Now, let's have a little conversation, shall we? Very quickly, because you will see that there is no monthly view in this journal, and I normally do a monthly view, and I consciously chose not to do one. And I think I'm going to switch it up. So I will be talking to you about that in another video because this has gone on long enough. But that's July. She's a chunky little friend is what she is. I'm still loving the binding. Absolutely love it. I love this journal so much. It's still crinkly and squishy. It's just delightful. And I'm super proud of myself for kind of trying a shape that I don't normally do, going outside of my comfort a little bit. I love Junk Journal July, though, and January, and just making these out of junk. So that part makes it easier because it's not supposed to look a certain way, I guess, in my brain. So that was allowing me to kind of do that. So that's it for me, you guys. We are in August, but I am caught up. I have, I guess, 2 stickies or something. I got to go back in and add a picture and a little journaling on that. But for the most part, July's done. We're gonna wrap it up and put it somewhere. not up on the shelf because my shelf is full. So that's the other situation we have going on in this house. So where do you store all your journals? Tell me that. Tell me that. Riddle me that. But that's it. If you have any questions, let me know. Again, if you're new here, welcome. Please say hello in the comments. I would love to say hello and get to know you, and let me know you were here. And we will go from there. We are well into August, and I'm also in love with my August journal, which is always such a new, fun feeling. Like every month it's different, and you kind of get to know that journal, right, as you break it in and fill it up. So I'm excited about that. But this one holds a special place in my heart. I loved using stickers every day. I'm really glad that that was an easy and fun one. So this month, maybe not as much. So that's it for me, you guys. I hope you're well. I hope you're journaling. I hope you're creating memories. And I really appreciate you being here. So I will talk to you soon. And I hope you find something today that inspires you. Take care.